Basic Jesus skill. Obeying the law. How to avoid the spiritual ice age sweeping our nation.
Welcome to the Hippie Preacher Podcast. This is an audio blog bonus episode.
A spiritual ice age is overtaking American Christianity. If you can't see it, then unfortunately, you are probably part of it. Here's what's happening in Jesus terms politically. The executive branch is defying the judicial branch. Breaking the law is defined that way by that Constitution and stuff, like we learned in middle school. Basic stuff. Cue the usual, but what about justifications? It's breaking the law, period. So, no other things considered, let's talk about breaking the law. What did Jesus say? You render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. You pay taxes, obey soldiers. That second mile thing. The New Testament is clear. Christians obey the law. Unless the only New Testament exemption for breaking the laws of man came in response to strict instructions not to teach in the name of Jesus. Acts 5:29. But Peter and the apostles replied, we must obey God rather than people. That's the Jesus standard. For a Jesus follower, following the rules of government, employers, and even oppressors is the default unless the requirement would contradict the law of God as fulfilled, filled up, and defined by Jesus. That's what the good book says. And if required to violate God's law, you rejoice. According to the book we say we are fighting for, even when wronged, a Jesus follower doesn't retaliate or return insult for insult. Mistreated? Rejoice. It's an honor to be vilified for following Jesus. That's Christian 101. Basic Jesus skills. And rare. Very rare. Many think you can't make things great that way. But when you don't believe the word and way of Jesus is enough, you begin to compromise. Only to do good, though, right? Overlook a few lies, a little greed and haughtiness, a little adultery and immorality, bending the rules, breaking the law. And suddenly, lawlessness is not only overlooked, but endorsed, supported, cheered. Then what? When Christians start excusing lawlessness in the name of good outcomes, we ignore what Jesus warned would happen. Matthew 24:12. And because lawlessness will increase so much, the love of many will grow cold. The love of many will grow cold. That's what lawlessness brings. And those with eyes to see and ears to hear recognize the spiritual ice age that is rampant among the Christian rank and file. Love has grown cold. Mercy is snowed in. Following Jesus doesn't mean breaking the law to win. It means dying to self, even when it costs everything. We need a spiritual climate change. Being an American is no exemption from bearing the fruit of a Jesus follower. Mercy, not sacrifice. Obedience, not lawlessness. Obeying the law is a basic Jesus skill. Go and do likewise. Titus 3:1-2. Remind them to be subject to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work. They must not slander anyone, but be peaceable, gentle, showing complete courtesy to all people. Proverbs 28:4. Those who forsake the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law contend with them.
Make peace